Hello, everyone. I'm DeVere, and welcome. This is Turn Your Show into Cash. This is actually an episode of Turn Your Show into Cash where we're laser focusing on some amazing content. So you know that I bring the best of the best, and some great content is going to be delivered right here, right now. So grab a pen and paper because Dave VanHoose, the man who thousands clamor to listen to, is my very special guest. And he's actually going to be one of the guest experts on our upcoming season of Turn Your Show into Cash. So, boy, are you in for a treat. So, without further ado, Dave, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you very much for being here. As you can see, I'm actually in beautiful St. Pete, Florida. It's about 85 degrees-ish. It's out here. It's nice. And I figured I'd take my little interview outside so we can have a little fun.
See, I love it. This is so good because that's one of the perks of what we do. We can take our mobile phones, we can take our cameras, we can take our laptops, and just go out and enjoy the world. We can be broadcasting our show from anywhere in the world, and that's just, man, this is so exciting. And you actually look pretty cool there. It's nice. It looks like something out of a movie, you got the pink backdrop over there. I can see the fan behind you, and I love it. You can tell you're in Florida.
I'm living my dream, and one of my dreams is to make a difference in the planet and have a lot of fun with a lifestyle business, and that's one of the things I'd hopefully love to share with people is how you can have fun in your business and make a difference, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I know that one of your passions that you've been talking about, like, nonstop, for as long as I know you, it's showing people how that they can get out there and go from like one to many. That's your passion. You want to empower people, and you've been doing more an amazing job you do. I love your events because they're so much fun. So they're so exciting and so content rich that people just keep you. You're like a magnet. I was like, I love it, And so, but when I started training the turn show into cash, I had to have you on for one thing because of your brilliance. But your message of going one to many, all of a sudden now we can show people how to go one to millions because of technology, because of WebTV, because of what it does for us. So, man, I can't wait until you share some of the insights that you have on how we can do that because everything that we do in traditional marketing can actually be applied to Web TV. And this is what the fun part, because we don't really have to learn a whole lot new except how to use a camera, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me, Dave, well, for one thing, just let us know how you got started in all this because, you just have an amazing way of getting people up and at it. And so how did you get started in this?
Well, imagine this, picture this. My degree out of college was in sports medicine, so I was very blessed to be a professional football trainer for about 8 years. And I was on top of the world, and unfortunately something extremely bad happened to me. I had an injury, and I broke my spine, and I had to get what they call a fusion. So I had back surgery, which catastrophically I had to change my career. It was a very challenging thing at the time. And after that, I figured out what am I going to do next. And I went down to the courthouse, and I saw a foreclosure auction. So them bidding off houses at the courthouse steps. And picture this, imagine this. I saw them bid off a house for $100.
Wow.
I'm like, man, I could have bought a house there for the courthouse for $100. But when I was down there, I had this idea. What if I took these foreclosure listings and put them onto a website and call it foreclosuresdaily.com? So I had this idea. So I did what probably a lot of entrepreneurs do. I took my credit card out and I launched my first business. It was going to help people save time, energy, and money. And when I launched it, and guess how many customers I got the first month?
The first month? Well, I don't know. I'm afraid to guess. 0.
I thought if you had a good idea, customers would show up.
Yeah, build it and they will come, right?
So I did what most entrepreneurs do, is I made the product better. Launched it the second month, guess how many customers I got?
0?
0, that's right.
God, okay.
So I had to figure out how do you get a customer? And that's how I kind of found out about public speaking and speaking your message one to many.
So you decide if I talk with more people, I'm going to have more people hear what I have to say. What a great idea.
Well, it's funny. I had this 6-foot rule when I first started my business, and that means with anybody in 6 feet, I tried to sell it, right? So I was selling one to one, and then I'm like, why am I selling one to one? Why don't I sell one to many? And that's kind of really how I fell into the speaking business. And speaking is a great vehicle to get a lot of customers, and even better yet, build a lot of value, but get a lot of cash flow into your business. And that's what I love to teach today. I love to teach people how to become a speaker. And a platform like this we didn't have back in the day is an amazing opportunity to get tons of customers.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So speaking one to many, well, I know that you've actually been doing it very successfully for many years because your speeches are really packed. So let's see, let's you and I kind of go back and forth and talk about how we can apply all that to web TV because one of the things that I'm really interested in is how you go about getting people to pay attention to your message because this is one of the things that a lot of entrepreneurs are struggling with, and especially now if they're going to take that same message and use it, on television. Because web TV, I mean, it's, you know what? I'm going to show off some of my fancy, equipment over here. So just so you're going to switch into my camera, my second camera here, and there we go. Okay, so what's happening here is, whoops, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I actually went into a slide that I didn't want to go into because there was a special thing that I wanted to share with people, the point that we're making right now. So here it is. Basically what's happening right now is a lot of people already know Web TV is shifting. Google Hangouts and Web TV, I mean, there's some big waves coming down. And bottom line is that what's happening is Web TV and Google Hangouts put together, they're shifting every aspect of marketing as we know it today. It's, we're seeing it happen in real time. You're using it, I'm using it, and I want us to share this information, like show people how to use it. Really, that's the key here. And I know that with anything else, you're on a cutting edge. You always have been. And this is where we're like, I love this fancy stuff, going into riding the wave. At this point, where either we ride the wave or we rest under. So what is it that's happening right now that you're using? How is it impacting your business, using web TV?
Well, that's a great question. 95% of most businesses will fail within 5 years or less.
Hi, my name is Kerry.
And that's a huge statistic, and that majority of businesses, in fact, you're better off going to Vegas and putting your money on red or in black and have better statistics than starting your own business. And that's a very, very hard statistic to swallow. So I investigated why do most businesses fail. So I went to the Small Business Association. I traveled the world. And guess, Ann, what the #1 reason why most small businesses fail?
The #1 reason why they fail? I know I can think of a few reasons, but I know you got the one.
I got it. Most people say capital, management. It's because a dysfunctional sales process. A business can't get a customer. So if you can't get a customer, you can't get cash flow in your business, And so one of the biggest things that you have to really figure out in your business is your customer acquisition strategy. Now, you can do a variety of things. You can talk one-to-one. You can hire a sales team, a call center. You could do seminars, like I do a lot of seminars. You could do webinar. But now with this new platform, right from anywhere, you can easily build value, broadcast, and do an educational presentation to get customers.
Yes, you can. Amazing things are happening out there, actually. Right now, we have people there. Let me just show you this. This is like, right now, we basically have people going out there with cooking shows. Okay? They're out there with the President of the United States is actually using Google Hangouts. We have bands going across the globe, from their garages, building their fan base. There's like so much going on, but even with all that, there's like a huge shortage of a really good quality content. And it's been like, wait till I share with you what's been happening. The bottom line is that there's some cool things happening out there because of the platform, but the average business owner hasn't really started using it because they're still looking at it as just a place to go and have fun. They're not really leveraging it the way they can, and this is like what we're out to change over here, right? Uh,
Well, one of the things to talk about innovation, innovating your business is very important. Imagine if you learned about websites and the internet, 10, 20 years ago. And this is going to be a new tool and new strategy, an innovation concept to most businesses. And so, you can learn the hard way or you can learn the fast way. And somebody like yourself can show them the easy, simple ways to use this technology.
Yeah, it is really actually simple technology to use. And, as a matter of fact, here's the interesting thing about this, Dave. I don't even think I shared this with you when we had a brief conversation. You know, right now there's such a shortage of content out there. Well, technology. Technology has made it so easy for people to launch their own web TV channels. And there's all kinds of broadcasting mediums out there, all kinds, you name it out there because of technology, but there's not enough good content. Isn't it interesting? Like a few years ago, everybody was waiting to get on television. Now they're still fighting to get on cable. But now, oh my God, there's content. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you, I had somebody contact me and say, look, I love your access to expert interviews. Can you broadcast it on our network? I want to talk with you. Sure. Get this. He found me on Facebook. I'm talking with this guy. He says, we have access to over 200 million monthly viewers. We need content. You can't find good content. And I was like, you know what? Well, first of all, I was like psyched. Whoa, 200 million monthly viewers. I'm like, oh my God, yes. I'm totally excited. But then I said, look, I know because we're launching our DeVere network and we ran into the same thing looking for experts. That's why we decided to have our own training program for our hosts and guest experts. So this is what's open out there. They're fighting for great content. There are a lot of people out there with talking heads, which is great. I applaud everybody who's out there that was getting out because they're ahead of the 90% of the people out there. Most of them are not even using it. They're not even getting on camera and being a talking head. But right now you can actually broadcast TV shows right on Google Hangout because it's a pretty powerful broadcasting platform. It's like, any other broadcasting platform that's out there. So this is where like just understanding the ways to use it. It's mind-boggling. People are jumping on. And in your case, with your seminars, okay, I know that you started holding some, you're broadcasting from your seminars, special interviews. I know that you actually are at a seminar right now, and you're meeting with me at a seminar, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, one of the things I think people could consider is really the benefits of having your own TV show or being the speaker, being an author. And it's about celebritizing yourself. And I think when you can really celebritize yourself and you can charge more prices, work with better people, get your message out to more influencing more people. So, this is a great platform for any doctor, lawyer, any speaker, author, anybody that would love to just build the credibility and get their message out to the world. And one of the big things is you can use this easy technology and monetize it so simple.
Yeah, you actually can. And I know, Dave, that you work with, your top clients. You have a way of getting them on television. It's a big part of it, right? And I know you work with different people to make sure you support your clients. So what are some of the ways you found that your clients use web TV or traditional TV that's making a huge difference?
Well, I think once is about building value. Today getting a customer is much more difficult. And I think what a lot of people do the wrong strategy, try to come out right away and try to sell. But today the sales cycle is a little bit longer, so you got to build trust with them. You got to build rapport. And this is a great vehicle to build that trust and rapport, to let them get to know you. And then after they get to know you, then you can offer up the sales, the opportunities. And so this is definitely a great vehicle to make that happen. Number two is is I think they need to like you and trust you before they buy. And this is a great way for them to get to experience you and your brand, to get to like and trust you before they actually purchase. So it's a great vehicle. I mean, it's really easy, but it probably costs a lot of money to do this, right? I mean, people are probably saying the biggest, well, this might be a lot of money, or I might not be good on camera, or, you know, I've never been on a TV show before. So, you know, what do you say to those objections?
Well, you know, we've been hearing those objections for, you know, over 8 years now, because we've been working with the expert next door and getting them ready to, you know, on TV. As a matter of fact, the Access to Experts interviews that got me noticed and had them contact me, it was part of what we have been doing for our clients, taking them into a TV series. As a matter of fact, we would take them into Channel 6 in San Diego. On a weekend, we'd literally take over the TV station and take our clients there and interview them, because that's what we had to do at the time. We didn't have this technology. But the thing is that whatever knowledge you have, you can actually use it in interview style, like we're doing right now. Like, you know, Dave, like you were saying, it's about delivering content, you know, sharing information, getting out there, because, you know, people don't mind spending money. We don't mind spending money. You know, we work hard because we want to buy the things that make us happy and, you know, take care of our families and, you know, that make our life easier, right? But we're afraid of making a bad decision. Something like this, a platform like this, makes it so much easier, because we can deliver great content, we can reach millions, and as far as costing a lot of money and being hard, well, actually, it's not. It's not. Well, for one thing, getting on camera, there are, you know, all kinds of really cool things you can do. One is you just get on, but we have fine-tuned this whole process of, you know, overcoming the fear of getting on camera, and you know, there's just so many. That's not what I'm going to touch on, because that's just, you know, that can easily be taken care of. But the thing that's standing in a lot of people's ways, like that you said, they think it's going to cost too much money. Well, seriously, setting up a home studio now is so affordable. You know, you basically need like an 8x8 space, and you need to know how to use, like, what kind of tools to use. Like right now, what I have, the backgrounds I have, I'm using, you know, it's like an 8x8 space. I mean, I'm in front of a green screen, and I'm just clicking buttons away. You just saw me. I just made a mistake, a couple of wrong buttons. But let me tell you, with something like this, with the technology I'm using, wait till I tell you what I'm using and how much it costs. Watch this. You know, I can sit here by myself and I can be broadcasting the show. So here, watch this. If I go this, I can start my show with this. Da-da-da. Okay. Then we go to, look at this, camera 1 right there. Okay, now we switch to camera 2. Okay, there we go. I can play my PowerPoint. And here, I can go full screen with my PowerPoint, and I can play videos.
Hi, my name is Kerry
testimonials.
Akazuris, and I'm the best-selling.
You know, seriously, this takes, until recently, it would take a crew of 10 people to do justice. You know, it really, really would. And so what is it that's happening right now? I mean, you can set up your home studio for as little as a few $100s. Seriously, you can start. Of course, you know, you can buy all the fancy equipment and all that, but this is a place to get started. And, you know, I mean, even the training, we made it so affordable. You know, it's amazing. For a few $100s, people actually can learn how to do this. And here's why. Because we need you. We need you. You know, we can build the most amazing network, but if we don't have great show hosts, nobody's going to come back and watch. I mean, who goes back to watch a bad show? Nobody. You know. And here, the other thing that's really exciting right now, too, is that we're at a time where it's so wide open. Now, Dave, I have a question for you. Who is the go-to talk show host on network television? Who is the best-known talk show host?
Well, I would suggest Oprah Winfrey, right?
Yeah, hands down, Oprah. Oprah is it. Well, here's the other question. Who is the go-to talk show host on WebTV?
I would say Ann, my dear.
Soon to be, but right now, nobody. And any niche. You pick any niche, whether it's health and wellness, empowerment, spirituality, money management, you name it. Nobody's claiming the territory yet. That's why, like, we've decided that we want to take over. Literally, we want to take over. This is the wild, wild west of web TV. So we want our people out there, and that's part of the reason why I reached out to you, because if our people learn from you how to really get in there and add value and stay in their strength and create messages that really resonate with people, they're going to have a huge impact. We can give them the technology, we can give them the guidance, but somebody like you that can show them how to really structure it so it is making, sense to their audience. A lot of times we put things together. It may sound like it's making sense to us, but it doesn't to an audience. And putting that together, and you do it beautifully. So I just wanted you to come on and share some of your wisdom in the program. So thanks for saying yes, by the way, because I know that you say like about 100 no's to everyone yes, and I know that. And it's really much appreciated. So, but yeah, we're at that point where you can, like, for a few $100s, you can get started, and and you can get sponsors all over the place. So let's get back to you. I want to talk to you about your TV show that we're going to get you on.
Okay, let's do it.
Tell me.
One of the things I just want to share with somebody, I had a thought. When somebody comes up with, there's two different ways people think that unsuccessful people don't think. Unsuccessful people always ask the wrong question. What does this cost? A successful person will ask, what's this going to do for me? And if you change that belief, then you're going to become successful, because so many people are so caught into their cost of the different things in their business. Anytime that I can buy something out of business where I take $1 and make $2 out of it, I'm absolutely going to do that. I'm always going to invest in the best salespeople, the best technology, the best equipment, because I want to grow an amazing business and organization. So that's just one of the things that I've learned in life. And so when I hear people say, how much does it cost? Wrong question. What could this do for you and your brand and your business? And what is a customer worth? I mean, if you get a couple customers a month out of this, what could that do to your business and your lifestyle?
And, great point, Dave. So I'm going to bring it out to you because I want to pick your brain. Because you are already thinking in a way that's, affirming, in a way that's, making life easier. So I want to kind of tap into your thinking process, because here's what I've learned. When I'm talking with somebody who's thinking at a higher level, thinking in possibilities, then they think in a different way. It's just like, all of us, we have our strengths. And I know that's one of yours. So how would you be leveraging your web TV show to make even a bigger impact?
Well, for me, I have a true passion, and my biggest passion is to empower leaders to empower the world. And I believe that each one of us can make the world a better place. I believe that each person can change the world. And so for me, I need to empower them with the tools and resources. If I can show them how to have a successful business, be able to make money for themselves, be able to build their teams, then we can make a huge impact. And so what I'm going to use this platform for me is really taking a lot of getting some of my time back, because the more successful you get, it seems like the more things and opportunities you have. And so my time is getting very limited. I can only be on so many airplanes and at so many events. I can write only so many books. And so this gives me an opportunity to really work smarter, not harder, be able to stay home, because I do have a 4-year-old little baby at home, and the last thing I'm going to do is, to me, family first. You can get caught up into your business where you're getting so much success. I mean, it happened to me. I started making millions and millions of dollars, and the addiction of the success, before you know it, 5 years are over with. And so to me, being a little bit smarter today, I want to use any tool I can to be able to work smarter, not harder, and leverage.
Yeah, great point. Same thing. One of the things that I love about this is that we can go live if we want to. Right now, like you and I are going live, interacting. But then we can take this and put it, as pre-recorded broadcast.
Yeah.
That gives us a lot of freedom. Like, I love interacting live. I love taking questions from the audience, and it's a blast. But when we have the pre-recorded going out there, like you said, it gives us freedom. And, like you, I have a daughter. Mine is 16 years old, and let me tell you, it's I can't believe how quickly they're growing. Don't blink, Dave. Don't blink. We
I'm
just
hearing that.
So I want to spend more time with her, and do some of the things that I enjoy. So the pre-recorded shows will just go on, just like we see the reruns on there, on TV. While they're running, they have sponsors paying for it to run. We have viewers helping everybody. The same way we can leverage this. But the other thing that's fun about this that I'm going to be using, see, I used to travel a lot. I kind of missed that. When I decided to become a mom, stay home with her, I didn't want to leave her. But now I'm planning around, a trip around the globe where I can go and present in different countries where I want to go, and then take 2 or 3 weeks and really enjoy the country. So look, think about it. We can broadcast live from anywhere in the world, which people will love because it's change of pace, and we get to do things that we love, whether we go live or have it broadcasted. I mean, think about it. See, our videos could be our marketing team. It could be our sales team. It could be our training team. Never mind just a broadcast. So it's a very powerful, platform. And man, I am so loving having the freedom of choosing when and how I want to show up, and if I want to show up. So yeah, great point that you made. It's just a huge
Well,
blessing.
imagine this. Picture this. I always had a dream of being able to do business on my yacht. And I had to leave my yacht, get on an airplane, fly, and do a presentation. Well, now, right from my boat, or right here from this hotel, or the marina right here, we can do a web TV, and I don't have to get on a plane, fight the airport, fight the check-in, fight the security over there. Sometimes get stuck in a bad seat. You can avoid all that and literally do the same thing right here. Spend an hour. After we're done, go ahead, go on the boat, jump in the pool, have some fun. So,
So wait a minute. So you mean the next show we're broadcasting from your boat?
absolutely, why not?
All right, we have a commitment. This is going to be fun. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. So we'll find a date, lock it down, and I'll let you know all about it. That would be a very cool episode. Actually, gee, maybe we might even do it when we're running the Turn Your Show into Cash program. You're joining us on your beautiful yacht. Ooh,
Absolutely. Well, if not there, one of the biggest things is I see a lot of people get in the speaking business because I love to teach people how to be a leader and a speaker. And they say, well, Dave, I don't want to be caught on an airplane. Well, for me, I'm like you, Ann. I like to travel, but I don't want to travel that much, and so I only speak one day per month. So I only speak about 12 times a year. But because I have technology like this and other things in my system, I'm not relying just on that one thing. You got to have multiple channels, multiple strategies to be able to get income and cash flow into your business. And so I get to travel. Like I'm going to Russia in 3 months. I'm going to Brazil. I'm going to Colombia. And I'm going to out by you in Irvine, California. So to me, that's the perfect lifestyle. I get to play at home, and then I get to travel and have some fun and get paid a lot of money to do it. So this is just a great tool and strategy that I can't believe everybody would not use in their business.
yeah, it is an awesome tool. Besides, one of the things that I love about it is we can leverage it. Now, here's the thing: when people see you on TV, they see us being interviewed on TV, like right away. Who's interviewed on TV, Dave?
Well, what's crazy is I don't watch regular TV anymore. To me, it doesn't build any value. And that's the beautiful thing about this new TV is what I found, we've heard of CNN. CNN's to me sends consistent negative news, right?
Yes.
And so there's nothing positive on those stations. So now we have the ability to bring back positive TV, to empower people, to give people the truth. And that's what it does. So we have leveled the playing field now with this new technology. And so now we're looking for leaders to come on and teach the truth, empower the communities.
Yes, we are. And you know what? Great point you put up. And I'm happy to tell you that one of the distribution channels that we have access to are the airports. where CNN has had the monopoly on it until recently. Well, not anymore, because Clear Channel, Clearview, they're in there, and the distribution channels that we have access to that. And so think about it. There are so many millions of people traveling every day, and they're sitting in the airports and listening to that negative news every day. Well, no more. We can go out there, share the positive, news that we have, and also really showcase, like, think about it. People are sitting there. You have a captive audience. They can't switch the channel, right? They're sitting there for hours waiting for their plane, whatever it is. So, having exposure like that, it's huge. And here's the other thing too. Most of the travelers, 60% of them are traveling for business. So so interviews on business, interviews on health are primary because a lot of them are tired. They're fatigued. And traveling a lot for business actually takes a toll on the body. And, you and I know that, Dave, because we do a lot of traveling. So people, they're very intrigued on how to grow their business and how to be healthy and more energized and stress-free. So anything like that will go a long way. So let's take over and take away the negative TV. There you go. I love that. I love that.
Uh,
Anyway, so I don't know. We actually shared some really cool information, and I know, Dave, that you only had a small window of opportunity in between the presentations at the event, and thank you so much for taking the time to really join me on this, because I wanted your positive energy. I wanted people to know what's possible out there if you just focus and enjoy. And you always enjoy life so much. And we need to do more of that. It's like the average business owner, they work way too many hours and don't have enough fun. And so we want to combine fun and money at the same time. And you're a perfect example of how to do that. So thank you for sharing that big smile and brilliant mind with us today.
yeah, my recommendation to a lot of different business owners. I've been in business over for a decade. And here's just some couple common principles that I want to just share real quick. Principle number one is start with the end in mind. When you in your business, what is your end goal? Are you building it to sell it? Is it a lifestyle business? So take a look at when you're building your business or whatever you're doing as a strategy. Take a look at the end in mind. Number two principle that I think is absolutely important is team. Together, everybody achieves more. That's the acronym TIM. Don't try to do everything in yourself. Build your team. Principle number three, leverage. What can you be doing in your business to put leverage into it? This kind of system, Infusionsoft, CRM systems, what kind of efficient can you use for leverage? Principle number, four that I think is very important is taking action. A lot of people get paralysis of analysis. I always jump out of the airplane and build a parachute on the way down. So always be taking massive action. But then principle number five, if you take action, is listen to feedback. You're getting positive feedback and negative feedback. And don't take it personal. Make adjustments in your business. Take a look at the information that you're doing in your business. And then, principle number six is persistence. You're going to fall down. The most successful people in the world have fallen down more than they're standing up. So be ready that you will be knocked down and knocked down. Be ready to just brush it off and get back on. And I think the last principle, which I think is the most important principle, which somehow I forgot for a lot of years, and is to have fun.
Well,
the whole life and everything's about having fun. And if you're not having fun right now, take a look at what's not causing you the fun. Put a system, fire a customer, change your plan, have more fun, and you'll manifest the life of your dreams.
Thank you, Dave. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to reverse it. I'm going to start with the fun, and then I'm going to go check out all the rest of the points.
There you go.
Because you just said it. If it's not fun, just take it out and change it. Okay, well, let me see. What do I want to do? Well, again, thank you, Dave, so much for
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it. Your brilliance and those golden nuggets that you shared with us. And have an awesome event. I know it is. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in Irvine, California in a couple of weeks, right? Awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay, take care.
All
Thanks,
right, thanks.
thanks
All right.
everybody for joining us, and have an awesome day. We'll be seeing you next time on another segment of Turn Your Joy into Cash, a brilliant strategy. Okay, bye bye.